Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining us again on Beres Couples Show. Did you know that's the name of the podcast?
No, I didn't know.
Okay, in the studio
I'm
today,
shocked.
you're shocked. The way you're smelling, is that how someone shocked you guys? Anyway, today in the studio, I have Dan Jack Daniel, aka Dr. Love. That's what he told me, so I'm just addressing him like that.
But you believed?
Yeah, because you honestly, this guy has been troubling me for the past 6 or 4 months. He wanted to come to this podcast. So now it seems like we are loaded.
No, but for me, when I said I want to come, I wasn't that serious. I want to come. Just making fun. But anyway,
Or you were waiting because you were single, but then you wanted to come with confidence after getting some better
how
affairs.
do you know I have somebody?
He told me. I'm spilling the beans, guys. But anyway, you can introduce yourself to the audience.
As Barry has said, I'm Jack Daniel, aka JD. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I've been going through the episodes, and it's on fire. It has been on fire. The past few videos that I've seen, I've really liked it. Yeah.
Which one is your favorite?
I don't know the name of the girl, but she was more defending the Kenyan ladies. But Kenyan ladies,
She's called Pascalia and Duta.
yeah, Pascalia or something. Yeah.
You know, when we met her, she was like, people were calling her Passy. So I'm like, Passy, is she a pastor or what? Later on, when she's introduced herself, I'm like, okay.
And then she was like, I am with Jesus. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I really liked it. And I think if you bring her again, I'll come.
Don't worry, I'm going to connect you too. But unfortunately, you are not single. She's single. So you manage yourselves
No,
there.
how do you know I am?
You told me, sir. Were you lying to me?
I say that.
Director, this thing is off. This guy was lying to me. So how am I going to be sure you're not lying to me? You're not going to lie to our listeners. Anyway, jokes aside. So what do you have today? Do you have a topic in your head?
No, I don't have anything to say.
So what did you come here to do?
No, you called me to come here.
No, you have been pushing for yourself to come here. Yet you don't know what you're going to talk about.
No, but I think you hosting it, you're supposed to have something.
Okay, it's fine. Now tell me, this is the question which is going to determine what we're going to talk about. Are you single? Louder.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, either you answer or not. So, let's say you're dating or you're single, but I want to ask you a question. What do you determine with to be sure that you are kizungu? What determines that you are ready for dating?
Ikikataa ongea Kiswahili.
Mimi sijui Kiswahili.
No, ongea Shona. Lakini unatuambia
Nchatara neshona. Sorry guys, this is my local my country language.
Kiswahili.
My native language. So, I wanted to ask you, either you're dating or you're not, because it seems like you are trying to conceal. I was not going to ask you who is the girlfriend. It was just yes or no. But anyway, since you decided to conceal the information, so how do you become sure that you are ready for dating?
Wow, that question. So but I think you should have. I'm not supposed to ask you that question. I am the host.
You came here and you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Okay,
so
I think,
get rid of the mud. You are already in the mud, yeah?
Okay. So if I could have answered the question first, then I could have asked you the question.
That's the thing.
Okay, you said, how do I determine that I'm dating?
You are ready for dating.
Ready for dating. I think for you to determine, it depends with what, there are some people who are just dating for fun, and there are some people to pass time, and there are some people who are dating to get to another level.
Yeah.
So it depends with what kind of dating. Yeah. So I can say, okay, I can say I'm dating, but for me, I'm not dating let me not say for me, I can say I'm dating for fun.
You're dating for fun?
Yeah, maybe.
I hope she's not hearing this and she has a different agenda. Because now, did you guys communicate?
Okay, I've said. I'm just giving an example.
All right, okay. Sorry about that. Because now, just before we go forward, it means, I actually like the point you said, because if you say maybe you are dating for funny, I think that one will work better if you guys, two of you, communicate that, you know what, this is not going anywhere. This is just for funny. Because now imagine the situation that you are dating to be serious, then someone is for funny. So it means your objectives are completely different.
Yeah. And I think most of the time in this generation, most of us are dating for fun.
For
The
fun.
Gen Zs I don't think most of them are not dating for
Which gives
like
me.
to go to another level, or, or yeah. I think most of this generation, the Gen Z, we are dating for fun.
But now, dating for fun, even if you say Gen Z, because I know Gen Z are making a lot of noise. Who loses?
Both of
No, no,
both
no.
both
Mostly,
sides
mostly
will
it's
lose.
girls.
No, even a man, a guy will lose.
Okay.
Believe me.
You know why I'm saying why I'm saying ladies are on disadvantage. If we date for funny right now with 5 girls, and let's say you are going
5.
for no, I'm saying you get into this relationship, you date for fun, you leave it, you go to another relationship, you date for fun, you leave it, and supposedly you are having an intercourse in all those relationships.
There's one thing. There's one
Because
thing
that's
that
part
people
of the
say.
fun you're talking about, isn't it?
There's one thing that people say, and I have some few friends, but I won't mention their names, and say when I start hitting on a girl, and I've nimemkatia ameingia box, and they say I can't be in a relationship with a girl. Say I love a girl, flirt with a girl, spend all my money on a girl, and I don't have an intercourse with her. So even in this period of having fun, there's an intercourse there. There's some
Exactly.
intimacy that's going
Okay,
on.
let's focus on that intimacy you're talking about. So, if you have intimacy right now, who is mostly
I
on the
think these
losing
days,
end?
one thing is they say these days having sex with somebody who you're not married to, it's not a big thing.
But okay, I'm understanding that, and it's very normal, especially in this context of Kenya, and I think Tanzania. Oh, Tanzania, I don't know, but in Zimbabwe, it's very
One
rare.
thing I'll tell you, they say if you're in a relationship with a girl and you haven't had some intimacy, or like you're dating, you say you're dating and you haven't have some sex with the girl, like some period of time having sex with the girl, then you are being taken for granted.
Then it means you guys, whatever. I always say once,
But it also depends with the side of life you are.
because I feel like what you're saying, if you date someone and you're not, involving yourself into that, then they are taken for granted. It also means you have met a wrong person. That was not your type. Because the fact that you are dating and they are expecting something which you are not delivering and they find it weird, it simply means you are not matching. That was a wrong move you did. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. So what I was saying is, if you sleep with 5 girls right now, and if another girl sleeps with 5 men, it's very possible that people can notice it on a girl side than on you. So this kind
How
of
do you know? How do you know that? Like,
okay, for example, when we were in high school, it was not very difficult to identify someone who is sleeping around and someone who is still up there, just there.
Let me ask you a question. They say, can I be a bit daddy?
Hannah will kill you.
No, but it's good to be.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to say how people say it out here, and men say it out here. When you talk with someone and like you try to be a bit decent, they'll tell you, uko chini haina last scene. So when you say, when you can know like a woman, a girl who sleeps around with men, like people, how do you know? Okay, let's say today I come to you, Tafazo, a girl, and maybe I think what will make that you to know this person sleeps with different women, men, is the character, right?
Not character, physical appearance.
How?
Trust me. Okay,
How?
here's the thing. Let's say you've grown up with this lady, and you know her from as she's growing up.
No, I'm not talking about you growing up with them. And
Okay, yeah, of course.
so
Now
let's
that way,
say I meet a girl today. Will you know that if she has slept, how many men?
no, of course you
How
can know.
about
You
body
can't
count? Let's say
know.
body count.
No, you can't know that.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why even people sometimes they don't want to you know, like they doubt when it comes to marrying. Like, no, I don't even know if this person was slept with 70 people or something. But what I'm saying is, for example, I was shocked at one point of time back home. You know, I'm a village person, yeah? When my auntie,
The village in you.
yeah, you know, villagers, like village guys or village people, like the elders. For me, okay, I know I'm in a millennium, but the people I grew up with, they used to be know these things like pregnant test, what. They could just see you there and they tell you, my friend, you're pregnant. My friend, you're sleeping around. And for my auntie, this is the thing. There was a one time she called this other niece of mine. Is it niece, nephew, niece? The lady. Yeah. And she was like, wherever you are in the city, you're sleeping around. You know how she knew? I think there are some kind of, I think, shoulders. Like, there's a way those people they identify.
I need to.
And
I
I was
need to
shocked.
meet-
And even up to now, I'm still trying to think, like, how did she? And she couldn't even say a word to defend herself. I'm like, what? So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, let's not digress much
Okay,
because I know.
for me, I think you can't know if a girl she's sleeping around.
You are Gen Z, brother. Leave it to us elders.
Okay, respect the elders.
the worst violence. So,
But
anyway.
I wonder how do you know that?
Okay, let's
I'd really love.
let's
to
go
know.
back. Let's go back. Eh? We were talking about how do you. Okay, let's talk about. Leave alone this thing of joking and pushing time. In Zimbabwe, we call time pushing when you're just dating for funny. It's called time pushing. Let's say you want to date for serious. Let's focus on just serious dating. How do you know you are ready to date seriously?
Okay, number one, before you get into, if you're dating for a serious thing, number one, I think finances is the most important thing. So if you're not well financed, then and you're saying you're dating, you're
Wait.
dating for fun.
So the poor should not date. No, that's what you are saying. I'm offended right now.
No, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I think I was reading this kind of book by Miles Monroe, and he was saying the biggest reason why there are a lot of crises in marriages is because of finances.
Yeah, that one is.
I believe a lot of, like, I give an example. If today I get married or I start dating, there are a lot of in mostly in this time of generation where they say the woman will really depend on, like, you need to spend on now. There are some occasions you need to treat her. There are love languages. And so I would say, if you're not well in your pocket, don't get into this relationship.
But time is going.
There are a lot of things. Different women, they have different love languages, right? And so if, let's say, you get into a relationship with a woman.
Wait.
No, wait.
I'm
And let's
waiting.
say-
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, and let's say her love language is more of giftings. So if you're not well in your pocket, how will you get those gifts?
I will
for
do
her?
what is in my capacity. Okay, here's the thing.
I believe okay, for me, I don't believe if I love you, I need to strain to make you feel my love.
No, the thing is, as you said,
You
love
see, you
languages,
will
I
be
believe in.
struggling. You will be
No,
doing
you don't
things.
struggle. You don't struggle. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
There was a relationship I was into, and when I started dating this person, I was so down financially. I would maybe spend, let's say, 250 per day. I mean, okay, maximum was 400
Were
the
you
whole
in
day.
Kenya or in
I was in Kenya.
okay, 250
Yeah.
in a day.
So actually, I think it was 400, like from morning to supper. Then I met this girl. You go out, and she's ordering lunch only for 500. Then she asks you to pay for a bill. Then
see.
tomorrow she's asking you for some gift, let's say cake, flower, or something like that. Then honestly, I became honest. I was like, honestly, you have seen that I'm a good guy, but if you are pushing me to the corner like this, and I don't want to lose peace of mind because of things that I can avoid, I will leave this. And guess what? Because she loved me, she had to understand my situation. Two, she had to adjust. Then also on my end, I did not just sit on my hands and like, okay, she had adjusted. She's no longer expecting much of me. Then let me sit down. When things started stabilizing, I also started coming to meet her halfway. Started buying small gifts, what I can afford. Now imagine if you believe that, because now it simply means if you are poor, you can't date. Because now
I didn't say if you're
No,
poor. You
because
can't
you're
date.
saying if you
No.
don't have money,
you know
you
one
should
thing.
not
You know
date.
one thing that you're just doing. You're agreeing with my statement.
No. Okay, I'm agreeing with you,
Yeah.
but I'm saying you and your
Let me
girl.
ask you a question. If you didn't had that few like 400, you have spending 400 on a woman.
Of
Which is
course, I
not
was
your
willing
wife.
to let her go because you can't
My
pressurize
friend,
me.
me, I can't do that.
If I discovered you love gifts, if I bring you
Okay, but
earrings
I was reading this
for
book.
150, you should appreciate because I'm doing it out of all that I have, and you actually understand. But now, if you date someone who knows, let's say she knows that you are even finding it hard to pay your rents, then she expects you to buy a gift of 2,000 or 5,000, then it means that person is not understanding you and you are dating a wrong person. Because for me, one thing that I've noticed, the other time I visited Mandela Nelson with the lady, and they were telling us on how to adjust for one another. Like meet halfway. Don't make your relationship straining someone trying to understand you, then for you are not understanding them. So for me, I feel like that financial issues, yes, you need something, but it should not determine either you are ready to date or what.
Okay.
Because now
I think
imagine,
you got me in the wrong way. But what I meant is,
correct me, sir.
I think I need to turn my seat
You,
because it's becoming a bit hot.
I,
It was a bit cold.
bring some water.
It was a
Don't
bit.
run away from the mic.
It was kind of cold, but as time went by, the podcast is becoming so hot. We need some like.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous.
I can take it slow on you.
No, you just bring it on.
Okay.
But you see, what I meant is that if you're not well, if you're not in a position, ladies love money. They want to be spent on. They want you to buy something for them. Although they say, if a gift what matters a lot from a gift is the thought. It's not the price of everything.
Yeah.
If the woman really, she's that, the thought is what she'll be like, oh wow, I like it. So for me, I didn't mean that, all that. But and then the other thing is that, let me ask you a further question. Because you're trying to kind of disagree with me. If today you are okay, or should I have said, if you can't provide a plate for 3, let me just lower
Okay.
the number. Then you're not, you should not get into that like serious dating. Is that okay?
Okay.
And
Now,
then that's the one you'll answer that question. But what I wanted to say is, the ladies of this time, they need money. Yeah.
why would you date someone who needs money?
Come on, you need money to sustain.
Okay, I'm listening.
You can't tell me that you'll just be you're broke there and you're like, you need to make her feel like a queen.
If opportunities are allowing, bro, okay, for example, I want to answer the first question. You said, if you can't provide for 3, right? Honestly, for example, the reason why I reached where I am right now without getting married, and even the reason why I managed to come to uni after 4 years of finishing high school, I had one principle. I told myself I will not marry until I'm able to put $300 per month in my pocket. And apparently, it actually helped me also to stay calm until I managed to come to uni. However, now you find that maybe, for example, right now, my age is going, and I feel like now is the time I should get married. But now also, if you check, you don't have a stable job and everything. So you will never also know if you are now ready to feed the 3, to bring 3 plates on the table.
So you need to
And
go.
sometimes you need to
what
risk.
You're trying to say you should just go get married.
You should risk.
Don't risk.
You should risk. I'm
Don't
telling
risk.
you, because sometimes
I
these
can't
ladies
do that.
The thing with the ladies, okay, if you can't do that, imagine there are people right now who are struggling and they are not even certain about their tomorrow. And one thing for sure that I've noticed, when you're alone as a guy, you have a lot of freedom of spending unnecessarily. But the moment you get married, even that casumoman you are getting, trust me,
just have to be
it will be
principled.
put to the right use. So sometimes you feel like you are not ready because you are not organized. You are just, there's no sense of responsibility. But the moment you wake up one day, then you impregnate someone, that's when you know you are ready to feed the 3. My friend, you know you are ready to feed the 3
you know
people.
what you're saying. I've had several people saying that. There's one MP called Oscar Swede. He said, he was talking with, I don't know if you know him, Dr. Kingori, and he was like, you know, for me, I got married very young, and I made sure each and every single coin that I had, it was utilized the right way. And he was like, you know, for you, each and every amount of money you get, you just spend it in
Yeah.
anyhow.
Go for
So
choma.
for me, according to the way I want, the way I want to live and my family, I want the best for them.
In this economy,
I want.
you better pray hard though.
No, I'm saying, listen to me,
I'm listening.
and that's why I would say, okay, let me take that back my statement, and I say, I would never date if I'm not to get married if I'm not financially stable, very well stable. Because I want the best for my
So
family.
the one you are dating for fun, are you sure she's not also expecting some
No,
gifts?
have I said I'm dating for fun?
No, you said. Oh, at first, before we.
So we are still on the example.
No, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, before we focus on dating for serious.
Okay.
Because
let
now
me say,
it means
let me clear the air. I am dating. Yeah.
I'm single.
I'm not
I'm
single.
dating. So which is which? Okay, you are dating. So I'm saying, because if either you are dating, you are avoiding. This is what actually a lot of Gen Z guys doing. Not only Gen Z, even the millennials. The whole thing is mixed up. They are doing. They say I don't want to date for seriousness because I am not stable. But you find that even the one they are dating for fun, they are spending it still. Yet that money you could actually even start something better and start arranging for the serious relationship, or date someone serious who understands your vision and build it together as you go. But now, if you communicate you are dating for fun and tomorrow you're in village market, tomorrow you're in where, tomorrow you're doing choma there, that is a whole lot of money you're spending on that person. Anyway, let's.
So let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
So for me to make sure each and every coin that I get is being used to the right way, I should do what?
Now that when you are dating someone, let's say you are dating for seriousness, and you are actually saying, this is the person I want to be with, you can communicate and like, how are we going to save our money? Then you can start saving, but in a secure
So
way.
in this way, when I go and ask them, okay, let's say I'm the girl, the person I'm dating, I should go and ask them. That's why I have this amount of money. So so is it our money? I bring my money, she brings her money, or it's only my money that
You
we
are the man. You are. Listen, okay, that one
then let
only
me,
happens.
Then let me just do this. Let me just get financially stable. Then
But you will
I'll
never
do that.
know if you are now getting financial. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like that question is very possible to do that. And some of the things you don't
You see
even
the
need
way
to.
you said, you won't get married until you're able to put $300 on your pocket.
But I changed
It's
that
the same thing
perspective.
that
I
want.
changed. By the way, I think right now you are 21. Are you 21? Or, okay, let's leave your age around. Because now also the age matters. But then I was 19, 20, 21, what. So I still had a lot of time.
Can I ask you a question? Well, if you are to be asked what kind of life you want for your family, what would you say?
The best.
The best. And so if today you get a child, would you give them the
I will give them the best.
like that's what you wanted?
Yeah. Okay, for me right now, I think I'm talking from a point of view of someone who is innovative, and I know whatever I'm doing can sustain my family, and I know like good days are coming because for example.
Then you are ready for dating.
Okay, because of time, another factor. This one, guys, you brainstorm on your own. Your points you put down in the comment section. Another factor. Let's live financially. Do you have another factor? Maybe psychologically, mentally, something like that.
No, I don't. For me, I think the most important thing is finances.
Hey.
If I'm not
Okay, what about mentally? Like, for example, let me.
And also you need to be ready.
Okay, for example.
Come on, let me say. If you know you don't want to get into to commit, like fully commit, you don't get into a serious, bro, it will mess you up. Because you'll be like,
but there's peer pressure.
Okay, you'll be like, okay, you have this girl, she's beautiful, but you see another beautiful one and you'll be like, Aish, damn.
But I don't think men can avoid lust. It's only about being able to control yourself.
And if you're not mentally stable, you won't do that. Because if you're used to each and every woman,
the way these people dress, my friend, you think you will be, even if you are mentally stable, it's only what you do. One of the pastors was like, just look once by mistake, don't look again. Because it's natural.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, okay, this is another thing. The mental aspect, I know we are not going to exhaust. I think this is our last point. The other aspect is mentally. Like, for example, I feel like there were times when I involved myself into dating just because others were doing it. And trust me, there was a lot of drama in those relationships. I feel like if I wasn't grown up, the relationship I am with right now, I don't think it would have managed to be 2 years, almost 2 years. But because of the past experience and now sitting down and having a meeting by myself, you know, I managed at least now to sustain this one. So I feel like some people, when you date just for peer pressure, there's a lot of drama, a lot of ego, because a lot of people break up because of ego issues. No one wants to say sorry. No one wants to be told what to do. Like everyone wants to be up there to prove themselves, especially maybe we African men. You want to prove that you are the man and you can't tell me what to do and everything. But you find out that the more you grow mentally, the more you start understanding and leaving room for, for someone to ride on you and lower your pride, you lower your ego, and something like that. Because for me, I used to be that one of guy, like in my past relationship, I mess up. Instead of me apologizing to the girl, I would make sure she's the one she ends up apologizing. I would trip her and do she apologize and to try to make sure that she sees me like, she can't live without me. But that was selfishness. So I feel like some people there are actually dating and they don't understand what they're doing. It's just out of peer pressure, and also maybe it's also the factor that you have said, some people date for funny. So you find that there's a lot of drama, a lot of heartbreaks, what. But also, dating even when you're not ready, I think it's good because you get experience. The way saying, yeah. So you don't really. Okay, for example, what I'm saying.
Okay, let me I have several questions and I'm going to say some few things. You said in your past, let me ask you a question. What was the longest relationship you have ever been into?
Well, my first relationship, okay, the relation before this one was long,
How many years?
apparently almost 4.
Wow.
But the thing is, it was online. Most of the times, it was a remote relation. So I even
That is
considering
not
it
a relationship.
So I think
you believe in long distance relationship.
I'm telling you, that one was crazy. I think we are going to talk about that separately. Yeah, that one was crazy. But so I think the longest relationship I've been into,
Not like you physically. You see each other like I want that.
is the one I am right now, which is almost clocking 2 years.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You said ego. Yeah, it's true. Ego. Okay, I believe like ego really breaks good relationship. And one thing that I believe is that before I was this guy, very toxic guy, very bad toxic man.
You're a bad boy.
Yeah, people used to before I think it was just natural. This was this time that people a lot of girls used to ask me, do you listen to Andrew Tate? Do you listen to Andrew Kibe? And I'm like, no, I don't listen to those guys, I don't know them, because it was just natural. So
wait, who is Andrew Kibe?
you don't know Andrew Kibe?
I know Benjamin Zulu, and I don't like that guy.
Okay, there's this guy, Andrew Kibe, but you know Andrew Tate.
I don't know. Okay,
So,
here's the thing with me.
let me now tell you. Or like few years ago, I was like you. So after like almost 10 girls.
When you say like me, what do you mean?
I didn't know these guys.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know who.
I thought maybe you were as good as I am.
No, yeah.
In dating.
No, I wasn't. I'm still in here. I was very toxic. So girls used to ask me, do you listen to Andrew Kibe? Do you listen to Andrew Kibe and Andrew Tate? Some people used to, but so I go.
Wait, they are brothers or what?
No, they're not brothers. One is like American and another
and both
one,
of them are Andrews.
No, yeah, that's the funny thing about it. So one is a Kenyan and the other is like American, and so these two are very toxic when it comes to relationship. So when after like almost like every girl that I talk, when they want to get a perspective on for me from about relationship, I was so toxic, very negative. And so they used to ask me. So I was so like eager to know who is these people. So I went and heard what they speak, and I was like, wow. So for me, I say like I am like the teacher for Andrew Kibe. I used to say that because I was year level, yeah, Andrew Kibe. I
Was
was
even lower
that.
than yours.
I was.
Wait, is he also, does he give toxic advice or what?
very toxic? Very toxic. Actually,
Wait, I think he
you
was
know,
heartbroken.
people say that. People actually ask who broke your heart, Kibe. And also, at some point, people get to ask me, but nobody broke my heart. Yeah,
All right, because of
nobody.
time, we want to wrap up this thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to wrap up. So, what were you talking about? You asked me a question, but I forgot. But anyway,
I think you have answered my question.
all right.
But I was the one who was speaking.
Okay, but anyway, it's fine.
I was saying
Yeah.
that relationship break, egos break
Oh yeah, yeah.
relationships, and I believe if for a man,
Do you have ego issues?
don't
You know,
ask,
that's how you end.
don't ask.
That's how you start. You should know yourself.
My ego is very dangerous.
175%.
Yeah.
Hey, my friend, you need
You know,
prayers.
but I can say at some point in my relationship, sometimes I get myself feeling like I need to be the man. I need to dominate. Some toxic levels come.
Then you are not ready for dating. Leave it to
No,
us.
but you need to listen to what you first listen to me. Wait for me.
I've been to 2 points already.
Wait, I finish what I'm
As your
saying.
elder, I've already noticed you are not ready for dating.
You need to listen. You need to listen.
And okay.
My ego was okay. Before I used to be like, don't make a woman feel like she's the prize. But at some point, sometimes I feel like no, don't make her. Who is she? Who is she? Eh? Oh, nafikiria ni nani? And I'll teach you I'll put you where you deserve. But I was like, okay, sometimes I feel like you ni ujinga, so I just cool down, and I believe every time that they are like some wrangles and everything, I think sometimes it's good for a man to calm down.
Yeah,
It's good for a man. A mature person will cool down. Because okay.
but some ladies, when you calm down, they
mood swings, right? But sometimes, okay, it's good to stick on your ground, stand on your ground. Let them know that something, even though let them know your principles. If a woman knows your principles, then you're good to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, but at least don't make them
I think
feel...
a lot of things, sometimes it's good when a woman knows your principles. If you're a principled guy, let them first. If they break
then they know why you're
your
mad at
borders,
them.
are like, no, you better.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying, in as much as we are men, we also need to make women feel like they are nothing, and
yeah,
they are
it's
subjects
good
and
to
everything.
respect
Yeah,
them.
definitely.
It's good to respect
So,
them. Show
and
them
honestly, because of our time, thank you so much for joining us, guys. We are going to continue this discussion. We don't want to make this too long, but next time this guy has criticized me for online dating, long distance dating. So next time when you come here, I'll put you under my chair.
How do you tell me that you're always talking with your woman?
Yeah,
What?
sending emojis, love hearts. These days WhatsApp.
I don't think
these days
there's
WhatsApp
love
is
there.
that heart pumping. Yeah, it makes it live.
I think I struggle a lot.
Anyway, it's actually, I think that
I've
one
once
only
tried.
works.
I've once tried to.
You can't initiate online, of course. You start at least physical, then maybe later.
No, obvious. I've tried to do it once, and I felt like I became more toxic.
Yeah, because okay, we'll talk about that later.
Because I think for me, mostly when I'm talking, I mostly use my phone for jokes. Whenever I'm
now
chatting.
You're not differentiating a joke scene and...
So you listen to me. I said you listen, because you're making me forget. And I think next time we need to come with a notebook. So whatever I have in my mind, I should write down before you finish. So I feel like most of the time I just joke a lot on my phone. I'm never serious on phone, but every time I'm speaking, I'm very conscious of what I'm speaking, because they say out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So I'm very conscious with what comes from my mouth.
Close. Wrap it up for us, guys. In 1 minute, what do you have to say as we conclude?
Men should stop being toxic. Yeah, love your girls, love your woman, respect them. Yeah, give them an earring. Yeah, And yeah, if you give a woman love, she will give you back love. Yeah.
100-fold. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for
So are you going
tuning
to pay
in.
me? You're going to pay me?
My friend, at least you have appeared on TV. Leave me alone. When was the last time you appeared? Oh, you're in Asha. You always.
No, I'm not.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and above all, subscribe. And if you want to partake in this kind of debate, don't worry, we don't beat people here. Either you're single or you're dating, you're married or you're divorced, you are welcome to give your views because we have a lot of topics to talk about. Thank you so much.